whatever they are, I don't know, is it Monroe? Wherever they are, one thing you don't have to worry about, ain't nothing happening over there. And everybody know more about you than they do about them, because it's their job to stay away from you. Why? They will either be orientated why or told why. And they're going to give them the whole story. Why you're bad for them, right? And the one that have a heart at all, which maybe none of them do, but they're going to all know the story. You don't have to tell them. Tell the truth. Do we have to do any dawah here about Masjid al-Islam and what we stand for in D.C.? Absolutely not. Everybody knows. Why can everybody knows? That means that we're using the tools at our disposal. Their tools. We're going to use the same thing in a different way at all our black universities, because there is a time when, as Chairman Mao said, one spark can start a prairie fire. There's a time when if you say the right thing and do the right thing, the wind will carry it everywhere you want to go. So that's what's happening right now. The people we've chosen, young black people, that's mind are still fresh, before it's destroyed or scrubbed clean of all possibilities. We'll explain to them what's been happening, that's all. Yeah, we'll explain to them what's been happening. Then they'll be able to see. Just imagine how nice that will be, that we get an opportunity to explain to our youth what's been happening. They listen, it's fine. If they don't, it's fine. The thing is that they will have an opportunity. And if they don't believe it, after a while, they will. And when we link up whatever they did to this person and that person, and the correlation with that and what we've been talking about, they can't help but, this is a good time. That's why we always wait for our time to do what we want to do. And so far, we've discombobulated Bosley. Yes, he's discombobulated. Who would have believed that America would be where it is now? Just think, with Donald Trump and what have you, was he sent by Allah, or did he just stumble up here to say the exact wrong thing exactly at the wrong time? And to tie America up where America has lost all its credibility, and they're saying, why would he do that to his own country, right? Because Allah sent him to do that. You know what I mean? Donald Trump don't control nothing. Donald Trump is a motor mouth man that just don't have the understanding. And it don't make no difference whether they all join together and hold hands. We're going out to reach to our people of color, and a little sprinkle. Look, this place has mismanaged it so much that they can't get nobody but a knuckle-headed dummy to follow them. All the kids know that the water is not clean. They can't go to swimming on the beach. Something is wrong. Right? Something's wrong. The beach, there's a beach. You can't go on the beach. Right? You can't go on the beach? Nope. You do, you'll be stung to death with that. What's going to sting me? Water. Right? So the message, and I'll close with this. Remember, this message has been structured and organized for decades. the same message. It's just this is the time to implement it. That's one of the things is timing. It's timing. This is the time to implement it. And when you do things as there's nothing they can do about it. And they're the ones that's done wrong on everything. They done assaulted us. They done stole our property. They done so much wrong. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So anyway, are there any questions or any comments about anything?
Brother asked, did you know Bobby Seals?
I know Bobby Seals, but in passing. Yeah, he's not, I knew Huey. In fact, I got flyers around here with Huey, and I knew Huey better than Bobby Seals. See, our main office, our main spot on 73rd Avenue and East 14th, if you have the Black Panther office here, they had Jerry's Pawn Shop right here, then they had an alley. When you walk back into our place back here, we could go right out of this window, our back window, into the back window of the Black Panther Party. And when you see the dress and outfits of everybody, which they're disappearing fast, I'll have to hustle up some when I get to Oakland from some old friends. Everybody, yeah. So anyway, Bobby Seals, no, I didn't. In fact, at one time, Bobby Seals was getting real bad treatment from Huey. Because remember, Huey was acting a fool. And he had them. Huey killed a black girl. And Huey did so much stuff, it's like he went crazy. And I told him that before I told him several years before, because in 1970, when he got out of CMC East or CMC West, it's a penitentiary. He came out, he was on the back of a truck I said, that man went crazy, because he wasn't studying, and he was with the niggers. The niggers turned him into a nigger. When he went in, he was a revolutionary. When he came out puro negro, pure nigger, straight up, all the way, with no human characteristics left. The white man did a job on him. And he didn't come out good. And the niggers, instead of him turning them out to movement, they turned him into a nigger. He came out, and so one thing I do remember is that he was treating Bobby Seals pretty bad, because Huey at that time had the reins of the party. They was doing everything, shaking down liquor stores, you gotta pay us, Man, it was sad. So when I got over here, I said, man, the party is going crazy. I got over there in 71. I said, hey, man, if anything good gonna happen, y'all gonna do it. That's why I went over there. I said, I go over there, at least I go over there and rescue them. Shoot, it was harder to rescue them than it was shoot. They was over there messing with Muslim women. Boy, them boys was tripping. They was tripping. And you know what? They didn't even know what they was doing. They didn't even know that lady has niqab on. That lady has a mini dress. That lady that has that mini dress on, Parastyle, has the same mentality, and she's gonna act like the same one. In fact, the one got the mini dress may have more modesty than the one with the niqab. They're all religious, they're all Muslims. And I'd be on, say, hey man, these girls over here. And then you try to make a move, They look at you like you're crazy. I said, well, maybe it's that's the way it is. So when I told them that, I said, man, no. Man, these girls over here, you get you one of them ones that had that old stuff on their face. I actually said, I said, you niggas is y'all gonna be in trouble. I said, I didn't say I don't know much about Islam, which I didn't, but I know that has a meaning. They wear that for a reason. And just like when I come back the next time, Pete say, man, pussy got us put out of Algeria. Vagina got the whole movement, wiped out the whole movement. Vagina. Nobody was training for a revolution because I come over there with all that militancy and I'm ready to run up and down a beach and we're going to go back and take over America. We're going to make all our money in the world and we're going to fix that white man. They looked at me like I was, that's what Pete told me. He said, you think the people want to go back to America? I said, yeah, I want to go back. What he was trying to tell me was, my friends here, us, we ain't even thinking about that. We're not even thinking about we're going to go back and take over America and make it a good, plus, you know how many officers of ours got shot up, blowed up, right? And the death list was getting longer. So anyway, any more questions or comments?
Yeah, another question. Brother asked, what do you feel on the attack in Syria? Was it just to please Israel?
The U.S. attack?
Yeah, even the U.S.
The U.S. attack.
Sorry, attack Syria. But what do you feel about the attack in Syria? Was it just to please Israel?
Okay. The Israelis, Hezbollah, Syria, Iran, Iraq, they have a real serious, and also Yemen, there's serious things going on there. All of them are headed in our way directly. One, Iran is not going to let them drag them with the Israelis in a war till they get ready. Okay? Hezbollah is the same, but you got to keep the reins on Hezbollah more because they more ready to take out the Israelis. But Netanyahu would love to have more conflict, because the more conflict, the harder it is be for them to drop that JPO, whatever it is. You know what I mean? And that's what the Iranians are focused on now. But their focus is on the election coming up soon. And believe it or not, who do you think is the number one possible candidate? That's what they say over there. That's what the news says. Yeah. If he gets permission from the Rahbar, now last time, the Rahbar was always headed in his direction. But that the Sweetie Pie brothers, which have been working with the white man against me badly, I mean, it's terrible, but that's okay, no problem. It's a little too late for them. The so-called hardliners, and they put us in that hardliner crew, It's all right. We're not a hardliner crew. We just know America better than they do, but they're catching up fast. They're not making this. For a foreign country, if you take Iran, China, and even Russia, they've always dealt with them, they've always boxed with them real good. But Iran has less than Russia or China, but it's boxing very good. And the people have, one of our friends that's in the ministry, they were sending a delegation to Syria, and they told him to stay there and take care of, who was the little lady, the little Jewish lady? Huh? Medea Benjamin. Take care of them. That's your home folks. He got so mad, he said, I'm going to quit. And they said, oh, don't quit. You ain't that bad. But that's the way that you got to remember, when a country goes into a downfall, they go fast and they go